Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading. Hope you are all well. I'm going to do a love tarot reading for you guys today. See what you've got going on. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It's the 27th of January 2026. Let's see what we've got going on for Cancer in love. Messages for Cancer in love. Messages for Cancer in love. Ace of Wands in the upright, Two of Swords in the upright, the Chariot in the upright, and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Some somewhat contradictory energy I'm getting straight away. Ace of Wands. You're all fired up. You've got the spark to create something, to take action, to make something happen. Something that you want, something that you desire. But the Two of Swords, you're not quite sure how you're going to do it. Or you need to make a decision in order to get you there, and you're not quite sure which decision and what decision to make, what direction to go in. You feel somewhat blindfolded. You can't see the path clearly. But there's the Chariot. You're going full throttle towards it, but you're not necessarily knowing in which direction you are going. And the Nine of Wands, you're feeling somewhat defeated. Deflated. So you want something, you're not sure how you're going to get to it, you're a bit indecisive, but you're going full throttle ahead towards it, all the while feeling deflated and defeated with a lack of energy, or a lack of energy to get there. You're tired, you're a bit unsure, but you're going for it. So let's see what these can be about. Why are these messages here for Cancer in love? Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands here for Cancer in love? The Tower in reverse. So you're avoiding some sort of disaster, delaying the inevitable, stuck, stagnant, and perhaps fearing a change that you would have to make in order to get this Ace of Wands that you desire. You want to go forward, but you're kind of not sure in which direction to go. And you're avoiding some sort of disaster. You don't want to take the wrong step. You don't want to go in the wrong direction. So you're not making any moves. Well, you are making any moves because there's a Chariot, but I'm not quite sure which moves you are making. Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords? I'm going to take that as a reverse. Again, Judgment in reverse. Fear of change. Resistant to something. Resistant to going forward towards this. But there's a Chariot, and the Chariot just goes forward. Nothing stops the Chariot. It's the fastest moving card in the tarot deck. So you're going forward, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I'm getting. Tell me about the Chariot. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Something that's a bit up in the air. Or there's a lack of planning, a lack of finances perhaps that stops you going forward. Or a possible lost opportunity or a misplaced investment. And there's that lack of planning, lack of stability. You're going forward, but you're not quite sure. You haven't got a stable plan in place. Are you being a little bit impulsive with something, Cancer? Or are you trying not to be impulsive? Nine of Wands in reverse energy. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Queen of Wands in reverse energy. Again, you're feeling doubtful here. You're rushing towards something, but you're doubting it, which tells me you're panicking. You're panicking, which tells me that you might be making impulsive decisions because you're panicking about possibly losing out on something or someone or some sort of stability. Four of Wands. It landed in the upright position, so that's how I'll take it. But I'm going to put it to the side for a minute. That's an extra kind of message. Four of Wands. So some sort of celebratory, happy energy here of community, getting together, friends, family, celebrations, parties, marriages. Tell me about that Four of Wands. Why is it here for Cancer in love? The Eight of Wands in reverse. So you want to have a reunion, a reconciliation. You want to get together with someone, but there's delays. There's delays, or there's some sort of blockage that's stopping it. But that Chariot is pretty fast, pretty powerful. There's not much that gets in the way of the Chariot. Tell me about the Tower in reverse energy. Why is the Tower here in reverse for Cancer in love? Death in reverse. More resistant energy. What's holding you back, Cancer? What's stopping you? What are you resisting? What's keeping you stuck? Because it's something pretty heavy to have this much amount of resistant energy come up. What's the self-doubt? What's the fear? What's the resistance? Judgment in reverse energy. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Ten of Wands in reverse energy. Letting go of something. Letting go of some sort of burden. Putting down some of those wands. releasing the weight, or needing to release some sort of weight, some sort of burden. Ace of Pentacles in reverse energy. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Five of Cups in the upright. Holding on to some sort of emotional baggage. Disappointment. Some sort of regret. Feeling guilty about something, perhaps. Queen of Wands in reverse energy. Why is she here for Cancer in love? Judgment in the upright. So you're now coming to some sort of spiritual awakening. How long has this been going on? Because I feel that this is something very deep internally. Should I? Shouldn't I? Forwards, backwards. Going, stopping. Or maybe you are finally at that moment of awakening, judgment. Or perhaps you're judging yourself. Perhaps someone's judging you. Perhaps you're worried about the judgment of others. Tell me about death in reverse energy. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Page of Swords in reverse energy. Some sort of bad news, some sort of negative communication, not learning from past mistakes. Fearing that someone is not trustworthy here. Not possibly getting communication from someone, but you're not trusting what they're saying. Ten of Wands in reverse energy. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Six of Pentacles. So you were carrying a heavy burden, a heavy weight. Perhaps you felt like you were carrying it by yourself. And perhaps now there's a bit more of an equal balance in carrying that weight. Perhaps someone is making effort within a situation to take on some sort of responsibility or help in sharing to carry the load. A team effort. Five of Cups. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're feeling unappreciated, unrecognised, or you're not feeling successful in something here. You're waiting for some sort of appreciation, recognition, pat on the back. You're not being seen somewhere or with someone, and you're wanting the Six of Pentacles. You're wanting equal give and take, equal effort, equal balance, giving, receiving. Because at the moment you perhaps feel like you're the one carrying all the weight, and you're letting go of some of that because you've had enough of carrying the weight. Judgment in the upright. Why is it here for Cancer? Judgment in the reverse. I kid you not. There, you won't see the words if I put it up. Well, you can sort of, but yeah. Judgment. But it's in the reverse. Such a resistant energy here. Such a stuck, stagnant, resistant, heavyweight energy. Eight of Wands in reverse. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Justice in reverse. There's a lot to do here with regards to fairness, accountability, responsibility, awakening, decisions, recognition, success, but something here feels very unfair, very out of balance. Is someone here needing to take accountability for something that they're not doing? Tell me about justice in reverse. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Ten of Wands in the upright. There's that heavy weight again. Picking up the weight, putting it back down. Ending, beginning, going back. Carrying too much of a load. Then putting it down, then picking it back up. I'm getting real heavy, you feel someone might judge you for your actions. Or you have a lot of responsibility on you. You have a lot of expectation on you. You feel like you're the Hierophant. You're feeling like you're the one carrying all the weight here and it's unfair. You're the one having to take all the responsibility or all the... and it's not fair. You're feeling like it's not fair, or flip the energy as it resonates. The Hierophant. Okay. So this could be to do with a marriage, perhaps. Someone here is worried about... they have a set of very traditional beliefs. This is what you do. This is the responsibility that you take on. This is the weight that you carry. This is about ethics, morals, traditions, institutions, culture, kind of. Someone's putting up with something here because tradition says that's what you do. Someone's also looking for some sort of spiritual guidance in all this because they're not sure what to do. Page of Swords in reverse. Why is it here for Cancer? In love. The Fool in reverse. Not taking a chance, not taking a leap, or taking a reckless leap. Making an impulsive decision that you now have to face judgment for. Or making an impulsive leap with no idea of the direction you're going to. And that's what I got earlier with the Chariot and the first row of cards. You're going in a direction, well, you're taking a leap, you're going forward, full speed ahead, but you're not quite sure which direction you're going in. Six of Pentacles. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Five of Wands. Tension, disagreement, conflict, rivalry, disagreement. So you could be, you know, there could be some conflict at the moment. Perhaps you're trying to keep the peace. You don't want conflict. That's what the blockage is, perhaps. And with that Tower in reverse, perhaps you're avoiding conflict and, you know, perhaps the conflict is the reason why you're not making a decision, because you're just not wanting to rock the boat, as it were. Six of Wands. What is going on with these cards? Six of Wands in reverse energy. Ha! Judgment just flipped over again. I'm not laughing at yeah, I'm just, it tickles me when I get, Spirit talks to me, okay? Reflecting on it all. Processing it all, reflecting on it all, making judgment on it all. What's stopping me? What's starting me? Who's stopping me? Am I stopping myself? Am I doubting myself? Who did this? What did I do? What did they do? What was said? Who, you know, I'm getting, this is to do with a marriage. With a long history. Judgment in reverse. I think every deck I've used has pretty much brought out Judgment. Judgment in reverse. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Eight of Cups. Trying to withdraw and escape and walk away from feelings, perhaps. Not wanting to deal with feelings. Wanting to escape it all and not have to deal with it in any way, shape or form. Because it's just too heavy to, yeah. Right. I'm going to put these into their suits in a minute. I think I've, yeah. Do you know what? I think I've clarified enough, because I'm getting so many synchronicities that this is what Spirit is saying is here. This is what it is. This is the energy. And it's stuck and it's stagnant and it's heavy. And until it's resolved, it's not going to go, you know, it's not going to change. Until that resistance has gone, nothing's going to change. So let's get a card from the top of each deck. Two of Cups in reverse. The Devil in the upright. That makes sense. Four of Wands in reverse. The Moon in the upright. The Ace of Pentacles in the upright. The Moon in reverse. The Hierophant in the upright. More synchronicities. Flipping heck, Cancer. What a what a situationship. Is it a situationship? Or is this more about, oh, this is about not any one thing in particular. Let's put them into their suits and see what else we can find. One moment. Very up in the air. This is a very important life-changing moment. You want fairness. whatever you're dealing with, you want it to be fair. You want stability. But at the minute, nothing is quite stable. You're doubting. You're not trusting. Doubting yourself and a situation. Heavy resistant energy. And you have 4 Judgment cards. 2 Moon cards, 2 Hierophant cards. Judgment twice in the upright, Judgment twice in the reverse. You do not know what to do here. You do not know what to do, and it's keeping you stuck. Or someone doesn't know what to do. It might be you, it might be them, I'm not sure. But there's a lot that this boils down to. And this is about choice, decision, tradition, morals, ethics, thought patterns, your thought, long-held beliefs, what you believe, what others believe. There's an element of worrying about what people might think. There's something here that you need to let go of, that you are quite attached to. Something that causes you much confusion, unhealthy habits perhaps, or unhealthy thought processes. Very confused. There's some element of secrecy here. There's a lot here, Cancer. It's not... This is something that I feel you've been dealing with for quite a while. And it's still here. So it's only something that you can deal with. This is what the energy is at the moment. This is what the situation is. And it will resolve itself when it resolves itself, because it's only you that can resolve it. Not anyone else, not a tarot reading. All the spiritual guidance, and you know, it comes down to you and you alone. So yeah, that's where I leave you. I hope this reading helped. If it resonated or you found it helpful, please consider giving the video a thumbs up, and if you would like further readings from me, please consider subscribing to my channel. Best wishes. Lots of luck, lots of love with whatever you're dealing with at the moment. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.